now from Ashley Waxman-Bakshi. She's the cousin of 20-year-old Agam Berger, one of the 33 hostages expected to be released in the first phase of the ceasefire deal. Ashley, first of all, how are you doing? How is your family doing? What have these last few days been like for you all?
Obviously, it's been very nerve-wracking, and this entire, the whole 15 months have been an emotional roller coaster. But today finally we were able to smile a little bit, seeing Wami, Doron, and Emily come home. We've been fighting for everyone. So every person we see come home, it's like we're so happy.
Do you have a sense of when Agam might be released?
Well, we've seen different media sources reporting different things. Hopefully, we'll see it in the next, couple of weeks. We haven't received anything official, but we're hoping that it's going to be very, very soon. She is on the list of the 33, so we have received that confirmation. But anything could happen, and we know that this deal is so fragile. And as we've seen in the images and the videos coming out of Gaza today, Hamas is back on the streets with their guns out and jumping all over Red Cross vans. And, every step of the process, not only is the deal very fragile, but every step of the process of getting them from wherever they are with Hamas to the Red Cross, and then from the Red Cross over to the IDF, every part is so dangerous. And we see civilians who are trying, to grab them and touch them and get in the way. So we're not breathing until they're home.
Yeah. Agam was one of 5 female IDF soldiers taken from Nahal Oz on October 7th. She had just started her service. What do you want people to know about her? I understand she's a talented violinist. She's got a bright future ahead of her.
Yeah, so she's a sweet 20-year-old. She was taken when she was 19. She took a year off before she joined the IDF, as is mandatory in Israel. She took a year off to volunteer with the less fortunate. She's faith is something that's really big with her. So we know that in captivity, she has been praying to God. She has given us so much more inspiration, knowing that she is turning to faith has, given us that inspiration as well. She's just, a funny, normal, smiling, beauty lover like myself. We were talking about what makeup products I should bring her, just a normal 20-year-old kid. And people don't understand, but here in Israel, when you go to the army, it's like a rite of passage. It's like when you go to college in the United States, we all do it. And, she didn't even shoot a gun. She was just, like you said, in her first days on base, and taken so young, and we just can't wait to have her home. And we are obviously very worried about what she's been through for 15 months and in what physical and mental shape she's going to come home. It's going to be a long process to bring her back to be the Agam that we know and love.
You've had 2 signs of life from her, including a birthday message to her dad. Can you explain what those were like? I don't know if you actually saw her in those, but what happened?
No, so basically, during the previous hostage deal that was done in November of 2023, one of the hostages that came back, she was a 17-year-old girl who happened to also be called Agam, and she was taken in captivity with her mother and her brothers and sisters, and she called Shlomi, Agam's father, the night she was released, and said, "Hi, I was just with Agam, and she asked me to wish you a happy birthday."
Oh my
And so that
gosh.
was the first sign of life that we had. It was amazing.
Wow. That's
But so
incredible.
much time has passed since then. Yeah. Obviously, the hostages who have come home since then, anyone who saw her, has been in contact with the family, has told us a little bit about the whereabouts, what the conditions were that they were in. But again, we're talking about the first month and a half to 2 months of these 15 months. So much has happened since then. We know that she was kept in homes with families where there were children. We know that she was kept in the tunnels. They were moved from place to place. We know that there was a lot of psychological abuse. They were told there is no Israel. You have no country to go back to. Your country has been taken over. We know a lot of those things, but again, the first 2 months. So we're going to see a very big difference in the way the hostages came home after 53 days, and obviously how the hostages are coming home now after 15 months.
Yeah. Well, I hope she gets back quickly. Ashley, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.